Good morning. You're watching KSLA News 12. It's 6 o'clock. I'm Michael Barnes. Dominique Ben has the day off.
I did just speak with Mr. Toby, who went the distance to help his wife after a tree collapsed on their trailer home, splitting it in half. Miss Barbara Frake is with me right here. She was just inches away from that tree when it fell. And Mr. Toby said something that really stuck with us last show. He could have been planning a funeral. Thankfully, Miss Barbara is here to continue to tell her story this morning.
I mean, these are free, but what she told me is that these trampolines help you lose double the calories, and this workout is actually 45 minutes long. Let's go ahead and take it over to First Alert meteorologist Matt Jones. Matt, please give us some good news with this forecast.
Okay. It's been going on for a while, the construction on this street. I'm sure many of you have driven by it day after day, and it's not too busy right now, but during the day, it's very busy. There are lots of workers out here.
Yeah, Jazz, I'm here at the Louisiana Boardwalk, and for about an hour now, KSLA's very own job fair has been taking place. You can see right here, this is just one booth here at the Boardwalk, and it'll be here until 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. After an intense few weeks of organizing, collecting, tallying, United Way has shared the results of their Fill the Bus campaign with me.
Thanks, Matt. 6:15 this Wednesday morning, the Tennessee State House voted to silence a member of the Tennessee Three during a session on Monday, leading to a new round of protest. Danielle Jackson reports.
After a rough night of storms throughout the Arklatex and here in Shreveport on Ackerd Avenue near the Broadmoor neighborhood, this was one of the areas heavily damaged. You can see they're sawing these trees down, trying to clear the roads because multiple roads in the area are blocked off by trees, utility poles, what have you. But this is just one of the areas affected. Now, if we go take a look at another area, Pines Road, that was one of the places hit by those storms, and multiple trees blocking those roadways. We talked to some residents in that area who say the storm was frightening, but they're glad it wasn't worse.
When the trees start falling, the loud noise, I guess the wind must have been about 80 miles an hour, okay? But it came so quickly, like it dipped, and the next thing we know, it was gone. And then we looked out the door, and then we seen all these trees and stuff down. Just thank God it didn't come back towards the house area.
Now, while they're cleaning up, several other organizations are helping with cleanups and helping residents who may need assistance during this time. The Shreveport Volunteer Network, the City of Shreveport's Public Works, those are a couple of the organizations stepping up to help during this time of disaster. A lot of widespread minor damage in the area. So if you do need assistance, we have the information for all of the volunteer organizations and other organizations helping out on our KSLA News 12 app and website. Back to you.
Neighbors in the Ackerd Avenue neighborhood band together, getting the street back in shape after Thursday night's weather. Tara Harden is one of the people helping out, but she doesn't live on the street. Her mother, Martha Butcher, woke up to the loud rumbles and a lightning show, and it was likely lightning that struck this massive tree, sending it right through her home.
I have never seen lightning like that before. It just lit up the sky all the time. What, for an hour and a half?
The tree landed in her living room, and Martha happened to be asleep in her bedroom when it happened. Her daughter says the storms impacted 2 of her family members.
And my family, just my family alone, 2 different houses with damage. My daughter's house also got hit. They have a tree that went down, fell on 2 of their cars, and also went through a playroom. She has 2 different trees that damaged her house.
The family says material things are replaceable, and they're thankful no one was hurt.
I'm just thankful that people I know are okay. I've already checked hundreds of families. I have a swim program, and thank goodness everybody is. I'm just thankful that everybody is okay so far.
In the meantime, Martha will likely have to find temporary housing until her roof is repaired. And even so, they're happy to remain positive and make light of the situation. In Shreveport, Michael Barnes, KSLA News 12. Imagine dining at Chick-fil-A one evening or working what you think is a normal dinner rush when you're surprised by some slithering guests. I was grabbing dinner myself when customer Morgan Kuhnauth pointed out a couple of snakes on the restaurant's property. Other customers started to gather and tried to tell the employees of the Chick-fil-A on Airline Drive that they had unexpected visitors, but they weren't buying it.
We didn't believe them.
I thought it was a joke.
So we ran outside and we saw them just sitting there.
Employees Leah Sanford and Thomas Borghardt told me their first instinct was to call the store's owner and then to try and handle the problem themselves, but fear wound up holding them back.
I don't do snakes, so
Definitely not freaking out.
I was terrified.
I was a little scared.
A little?
Terrified.
A lot, yeah. I was really
Terrified.
scared.
That's when Leah's uncle, Ron Cepeda, by some coincidence, showed up to save the day.
We get out of the car, we see a bunch of people running over here, and we go there, and it's just two little rat snakes.
I was relieved when I saw my uncle run. I was like, oh my God, thank God.
He came in like Indiana Jones,
Perfect time.
saving the day.
Perfect time.
He has a hat and everything.
You feel like a hero?
No. My niece is the hero over there. She's the one that handed me the stick to pull him out of there.
Curious about Ron's bravery, I asked him if he had a background working with animals, but he explained understanding animals is a sixth sense you get when living in the South.
I have a swimming pool, and we live by a pond, so every now and then I'll get a snake in the pool. But if it's not a water moccasin or anything poisonous, I'll get it out and I'll take it back over there.
Ron, along with another customer, captured the snakes and prepared to take them back to their natural habitat. And some were way more relieved by the snake's departure than others.
I would have been okay if it was just a normal day at work. Selling chicken.
I hope I never have to do it again.
Exactly.
After a less than normal day at Chick-fil-A, the snakes slithered safely back on home. In Bossier City, Michael Barnes, KSLA News 12.
Knowing that his last words was, oh God, he shot me, and like I said, that got me.
That was the brother of Alonzo Bagley, who was recently killed in an officer-involved shooting. Today, Louisiana State Police released body cam footage of the police encounter with Bagley that happened February 3rd. It shows two Shreveport police officers visiting Bagley's home after his wife had called 911 for help. One officer asks Bagley to step outside, and he says no.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
How you doing?
Hey, what's your name?
Alonzo.
Hey, can you step out for me?
No.
Bagley's wife invites the officers inside, and Bagley moves to a back bedroom and appears to jump from the balcony. The officers chase after him.
He went that way, Todd.
We're not showing the portion of the video when Officer Alexander Tyler appears to fire his gun, striking Bagley in the chest. Both of the officers immediately attended to Bagley and performed CPR. You would see him bleeding, laying on the pavement.
Flight is not a death sentence. Flight does not mean shoot to kill.
It's painful. I'm hurting. My family is hurting. We hurting as a people, and a call to justice is what's needed.
Shortly before Louisiana State Police shared the body camera footage, they issued an arrest warrant for Tyler on a charge of negligent homicide. Tyler turned himself in and was released after posting a $25,000 bond. Tyler's attorney, Dew Thompson, says he believes his client did what he felt was right.
Officers are faced with dangerous situations on a daily basis. They're trained very well to adapt and respond, but at the same time, these officers sometimes are in harm's way, and it's their perception, what they reasonably perceived at the time the incident occurred.
Bagley's family and attorney believe some police processes and policies need to change.
I want to know what immediate policy changes are going to take place so that there is not another Alonzo Bagley in the city of Shreveport.
Some people in the community are upset with Mayor Tom Arsenault, claiming he took too long to reach out to Bagley's family.
That's fair leadership. So our leader, new in office, he's failing us already. So those that didn't vote, this is what we didn't vote to get.
Arsenault has since apologized and offered condolences to the family.
It is heartbreaking for the family and all concerned. This is the kind of experience I hope no one has to endure, and I extend my sincere sympathy to the Bagley family.
Words without actions are hollow. I think everyone hit the right tone, even if it's a couple of days too late. I'm fine with that. I'm only fine with that, though, and the family is only fine with that if we have tangible change.
Michael Barnes reporting, KSLA News 12.